Nicky Hawkins here, West Ham Fan TV. We've got a bit of a different video today. We're going to be looking at the brand new kits for the 2015-2016 season and going through what we like and what we don't like. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Umbro for sending us the new kits to look at. They did send them off their own back. We asked and they delivered. I must say before we start the video, we are not endorsed by Umbro. They haven't paid us or given us freebies to endorse their kit. They have given us these kits to have an honest look at from the fans' perspective. So the first one we got, the home kit. This has been out for a little while. I'm sure you've all seen this one. Embroidered badge. They've gone for a one colour badge this year rather than a colourful one, which I think ties in nicely with the retro look to the shirt. It's based on one of the first ever West Ham kits that was worn at the bowling. It had a ring around the collar, a big ring around the collar. The sponsor's nice and printed. It's not that nonsense that they had last year with the patch that they put on there halfway through the season. Hopefully these ones won't go bust and we won't have to sod these ones up as well. Nice and embroidered Umbro sign now. Back to the traditional colours, you know, claret shirt, blue sleeves, which is, you know, what personally me as a West Ham fan I like. I'm not a great fan of the solid colour kit and, you know, with all the details. It's literally got no detail on the shirt, which ties in nicely with the theme, I think, which is retro. I think they've done an absolutely marvellous job on this. If I had any complaints about the kit at all, it would be the embroidered bowling ground logo underneath the badge, which is printed on rather than stitched. I would like to have seen that stitched, but unfortunately they've printed it on. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't come off. If we look at the back, again, a nice plain design here. The details in the back are not logos or anything, they're just perforations to help you cool off. But all in all, overall, this kit is, I think, it's a marvellous kit. It comes across as well on the players on the pitch as it does when you're looking at it up close. You know, it's a beautiful piece of kit that Umbro have come up with this year. I think they've done an absolutely wonderful job of, you know, it's bespoke, so it's designed just for us. It's not sort of a template that they've printed off for all other clubs. They've actually designed this for the last season at the bowling, and I think they've done a wonderful job. So this is the one we've all been eager to see. It was revealed last Wednesday. It's not out in the shop yet, so no one would have had a close-up look. I believe we're the first people to get a close-up look at the shirt. So let's have a look at some of the detailing that they've put in this. It's quite difficult to see from the adverts that they put out exactly what we're looking at here, but we'll have a good look. The detailing of the pinstriping up the top, initially when I first saw it, I thought it was like a two-tone colour. That's not the case. We have seen it up close. It's like a pinstriping that goes through the top of the kit. Very thin, very elegant, I think. And it actually, what you wouldn't have seen from close up, it actually continues through the claret stripe. The claret stripe which separates the two blues. It continues through to the claret stripe to the bottom of this second blue, so to speak. The kit itself is based on, I believe, a kit from the early 1990s. Again, it fills in nicely with the retro look with a modern twist, which I think they've nailed perfectly. The badge again on this kit, another two-tone. I think this one actually ties in better with the shirt than the home shirt itself. Again, they've gone for a different colour, a white and a blue, rather than the colourful badge that they put on the home shirt. And I think it just sits there and it is subtle and it's brilliantly done. Again, an embroidered white Umbro sign, which again ties in nicely with the colours. Nice traditional colours for a West Ham away shirt. The Betway sign again is printed in, which is not a patch, which we was all fearing. The bottom blue that they've put on the shirt is a slightly different tone to the top blue. I'm not sure whether this was just material match or whatever, but you know, you don't really notice it, and it sits well nicely with a shirt. If we look on the back, sorry, before we go to the back, let's have a look at the claret hoop that goes through the middle. Traditionally, one of our best kits that West Ham fans like is a 2-hoop claret stripe through. They've gone for the 1, but again, this is because it ties in with an early style kit that we had, and the hoop actually continues through to the sleeve, as well as the pinstriping, and they've got an embroidered, it's not embroidered, sorry, it's a printed logo there of the brand, obviously Umbro, and again the pinstriping continues all the way through the sleeve. If we go to the back, it's slightly different to the home shirt. It's more perforated at the back. It's not on the home shirt. There's a pattern that goes down. This is just all perforated. It ties in with the blue at the bottom of the shirt rather than the top. Again, they've got the bowling sign at the top here. This is printed on, laser printed on, which is a nice little touch, I think, for the last season. These shirts will really be something to keep, I believe, for the future, because you know it's a part of our history now, and we're going to be leaving that ground. But yeah, the perforations on the back are more definitive perforations. It goes all the way through the back rather than a pattern. It feels a bit of a thicker material than the home shirt, which I think will absorb the sweat more nicely for the players. On a hot summer's day, I don't think you'll get as hot, and you know, with that material that they have at the front, it does seem to cling a little bit, but I think this will be totally different. If we go back to the front of the shirt, once again, the collar this time is different to the home. The home was a circle collar. This one is more of a dipped collar. I wasn't too sure about this at first, but an up close look at this, I really like it. It's sort of a stretchy band material that gives it a bit of give if you need to sort of pull it or something like that. You know, nothing will rip. There's enough give there so you can give it a little tug. And again, I believe this shirt for me is personally better than the home shirt. I think they've done an absolutely marvellous job in what they're trying to achieve. I must say this, I wasn't a fan of the ex-Umbro kits that we had. We had Umbro kits around 10 years ago, and you know, I really didn't like them at all. And when they announced that Umbro was making the kits for the last season at the bowling, I was a bit worried, but I must say they've absolutely knocked this out of the park. I believe that this is one of the best away kits in the Premier League this year. I've seen a lot of them. It's definitely worth buying. It's definitely worth keeping, and there'll be something to collect in the future, I believe.
Okay, so whenever you want, we're ready.
So yeah, that's our evaluation of the kit. As I say, with both kits, I think Umbro have done an absolutely wonderful job. I'm looking forward to seeing the next season's kits now in the first season at the Olympic Park. They've done that good a job. As I say, I was a bit worried about the kits. The kits that they produced before wasn't the best. I wasn't the biggest fan of them, but this season they have, the bespoke designs that they've come up with are absolutely magnificent. Once again, thank you to Umbro for sending them to us to review. We really do appreciate it. And just to prove that we haven't been taking any bribes from Umbro or anything like that, them 2 kits behind us will be given away to 2 of our subscribers. That'll be announced over the weekend. We'll be sending them out, and we will get them out to you so you can be the first to own the new away kit. Both kits, 2 winners. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/West Ham Fan TV. Instagram now, West Ham Fan TV. And Facebook, facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV. And keep on the good fight. Come on, you irons.